What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on February 10th, 2018. For starters here, Toys R Us and Babies R Us locations have started to close. That means that there are some sales going on. So if you have one of those stores that is closing in your area, you might want to check it out. Again, it's not a positive situation for the people that are losing their jobs or maybe even temporarily going to be out of work. But, for collectors, it is a good opportunity. And also for people that either have children or somebody that has a young child, you might want to check out Babies R Us as well. And I notice here on the sales promotional thing that they did here, the advertisement basically, that it does say furniture and fixtures are included. So again, it's sort of a sad situation, for the people that are losing their jobs, but at the same time, a good opportunity for collectors and parents and people that know people that have, young children. Also want to point out here that Shop Disney, or the Disney Shop, however you want to call it, is having sales on their Dorbs figures. And from what I saw on the site, most of the Dorbs are marked down, and that does include their Star Wars exclusives. So that glow in the dark Darth Vader, really looks a lot more reasonable now with the markdown price. Same goes for some other figures. But I will say there are still some items that are, to me, they don't even look like they're on sale. They're still a little bit pricey, so it's up to you whether or not you think these are worth it. But again, you can check all this out at Shop Disney. Next up here, there's an event that I've kind of heard rumblings about in the past. Don't have one in my area, so that's why I didn't put much focus on it. But it does seem that the Fanatics Day Out, or FDO, is coming again on May 5th. So if you happen to live in one of these locations that you see there on the left hand side, you might want to look into that. At this point, I really can't say more about it. Like I said, I don't have one in my area, so I don't have a lot of details. But if any more details are shared via social media, then I will try to update you all with that. Also here, I think this is pretty interesting. Hot Topic is getting into price matching in the US and Puerto Rico. Of course, there are going to be some restrictions along with that. There is some fine print to it, including, I think you can only price match with like 5 items a day. Also, of course, some of the best pops at Hot Topic are their exclusives. And of course, since they're exclusives, you can't price match those basically. So yeah, I think this, it's a smart business move for them. I don't think they're going to lose a lot of money out of this. They're probably going to gain money, if anything. So I think it's a smart business move on their part, and we will see how that goes. So I mentioned previously that Mr. Rogers is getting a Funko Pop figure, and this is partially in celebration of his 50th anniversary of his series, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which of course a lot of people grew up with. I didn't even realize, that it was the 50th anniversary, but that is pretty cool. And I did want to point out also along with this, something that's been in news lately with entertainment, is that Tom Hanks is going to play Mr. Rogers in a movie called You Are My Friend. I gotta say that is perfect casting, and I actually am looking forward to that. And I definitely have a lot of appreciation for Mr. Rogers. He's such a humble person, because I remember when his series ended, he didn't go for any fanfare or anything. He just did a standard show, and he just quietly walked away. Very humble man. So it is great to see him being celebrated in the way that he is. So let's focus on what is available in the wild. Not much has changed since midweek. I did want to point out that the Cuphead figures are starting to appear out there, and I think I have seen most of them available at this time. Hot Topic, I feel like they only had maybe one of those available, so I don't know if they're going to have more listed soon or what. I know Mugman was up before, but we'll see what happens. But again, you can pretty much find these in stores, and I think going in store is always the best option to look at the paint jobs and the box and all of that. Also remember that there is a Cuphead Chase figure out there, which a couple of people have already got their hands on. So yeah, if you want that one, you better get out and start hunting right now. Also, the Hello Neighbor, some of the exclusives have released, including, and as a matter of fact, I should say the rest of the exclusives have released because the other ones have been out for a while. But the glow-in-the-dark Pumpkinhead Neighbor, which is a Toys R Us exclusive, is actually available. I believe they had this one on the website, but you really don't want to go with Toys R Us shipping if you can avoid it. Also, Walmart does have 2 exclusive variants of the Neighbor, so be on the lookout for those as well. Now, in the last video, I did point out that Elton John with the glitter paint job is up for pre-order with FYE. I just wanted to make sure I point that out again, because on the screen it said GameStop. I forgot to change that from where I was working before. So he is a FYE exclusive. I just want to stress that. And then, of course, you also see here the Night King ride with Icy Viserion, which is glow in the dark, by the way, even though the glow honestly is not that impressive. I think it's just the eyes that glow. So really, yeah, don't be too blown away by that glow in the dark sticker. But regardless, this one is available now in some areas, and I think Hot Topic actually had it on their site as well. Not sure if it's still up or not, but you can check. So for Pizza Day, National Pizza Day, which to me seems like kind of a needless thing to celebrate, because I think pretty much every day is Pizza Day when you really think about it. Pizza is so popular. But you know, in celebration of National Pizza Day, Funko, they did release on the Funko shop these neon 8-bit Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, which are still available at the time of this recording, and they do go for $15 each. From what I saw, at least they are individually sold, so I don't think you have to get like all of them if you don't want all of them. But yeah, you all let me know what you think about these. I do think the colors are kind of interesting, but I just don't know about, you know, the price tag. And yeah, I mean, like, just let me know what you think about these. I do want to point out also that these figures are available at Funko HQ if you happen to be in that area. So with Target, they're every Friday, remember, they are putting out an exclusive. So the next one up will be the classic Black Panther, which of course makes a lot of sense because the movie is releasing. So amped for that, and I know some people have already seen it with those advanced screenings, which is pretty cool, you know, that some people had that opportunity. I do want to point out again, like I said about Toys R Us, gotta say the same thing for Target. Do beware of their shipping. As a matter of fact, I might link, I'm going to try to remember to link 2 videos in the description of 2 of my fellow YouTubers that ordered with Target, and they ordered the Flock Bugs Bunny, and I want you to see what the shipping was like for them. Okay, so I'm going to say beware of the shipping. You know, you can take your chance with it, but don't be surprised if you end up with a damaged box. But hopefully the figure at least will be okay. Even though I know some people, they really want a box in good condition. It's just not the greatest situation. I wish they would just go ahead and sell these in stores as well, and not just the damaged return ones in store. Hopefully Target will work this out at some point. Do keep in mind also that the flaming skeleton from Minecraft is still available, and like I said previously, keep on checking for those restocks of Bugs Bunny. So getting into MLB, Major League Baseball, I mentioned this previously, and now we actually have the official images here. Joey Votto of the Cincinnati Reds is getting an exclusive pop figure. You do have to be at the game on Saturday, July 28th in order to have the chance to get this pop figure. Like I said previously about these pop figures that end up at these sporting events, there's going to be a lot of fans that show up to get them, and they're not pop collectors. So, you know, if you can't make it to the game, you might be able to work it out to get your hands on one of these without paying a huge price. Also focusing on MLB, we see here the San Francisco Giants, which they had that exclusive BB-8 figure previously, and now they're going to have an exclusive Jack Jack figure, of course Jack Jack from Incredibles, and this is partially in celebration of Incredibles 2 coming up, which I'm really looking forward to. I think a lot of people are. But you see the figure there's Jack Jack, of course, with his superhero outfit on, basically. I mean, he just has a mask on, and then of course he's in the San Francisco Giants orange, and he has their logo on his chest there. So you do have to be at AT&T Park. This AT&T Park exclusive. You have to be at the game on Sunday, August 12th. This one might be a little bit more popular just because the character is so known. We'll see how that goes. But again, if you can't make it to the game, don't give up hope. You might be able to find a way to get this one without going to the game. And then some other upcoming pops at baseball games. I tell you, Major League Baseball is really going all in with Funko. I think it's actually pretty cool. I still hope that there will be variants of some of these players, though, that are widely spread, you know, so people can get their hands on them. And do keep in mind, there are some Major League Baseball figures on the way. Of course, when I learn information about that, I will share. But running through this quickly, you see here that the Tampa Bay Rays will have an exclusive Star Wars pop. at their game on May 26th, and they had that image there that's just kind of a hint. Not really sure what it's going to look like, but yeah, I'm really interested to see how that's going to turn out, if it's going to be an original pop or just a variant like they've done before, like they did with BB-8, you know, as a pop. We'll see. There's going to be an exclusive Nelson Cruz pop that'll be available for 20,000 fans at the game on June 2nd. And then also, this one is going to be a big one. Ken Griffey Jr. is getting a pop figure. 20,000 fans will have the opportunity to get it on September 29th. So that one, yeah, I think people are really going to try to track that one down. And that's one of those situations where you might have people that aren't even Funko Pop collectors that try to get that one and hang on to it. So yeah, I think that's going to be one of the tougher ones. As I learn more information about you know, these pops in these upcoming events, then I will try to share with you all. But if you already know some information about these that I have not shared, please share that down in the comments and help out your fellow collectors. So getting back to ECCC, the Emerald City Comic Con, which is, you know, the big event that's coming up that a lot of people are focused on. Remember that the event starts on March 1st, the actual convention, and that means that the shared exclusives should also be available in stores on March 1st. I do want to point out, because I've had people ask me things like, are all of the figures going to be available that day? Will they be online? I know a lot about Funko, but I do not have a crystal ball, so I cannot tell you some details. I'm doing my best to help you all out, but there's just some information that I will not have because nobody has it. So we do have to be patient and see what happens here. Do remember that if a figure has a number to it as far as how many pieces are made, then more than likely that is convention only, although there may be opportunities to get it on the Funko 8, or I should say at Funko HQ or on the Funko shop. Of course, I will try to keep you all up to date, but when it comes to items that get released on the Funko shop, they usually come up out of nowhere and they sell out very quickly. So I would just say during those days of the convention, which is from March 1st to March 4th, I believe, just keep checking the Funko shop on a regular basis. So getting into some other figures that Funko did reveal for the convention, Steve plus Ned from the Life Aquatic, the vinyl 2-pack, is limited to 2,500 pieces. Also, and I'm not surprised by this because most Scott Pilgrim figures have been a limited number up to this point. So you see here the Gideon Graves and Ramona Flowers 2-pack is limited to 4,000 pieces. So yeah, if you're trying to collect Scott Pilgrim, I know that's got to be frustrating because, like I said, I think every figure except for Nega Scott has been very limited in number. Also here you see from Mad Max Fury Road, Rictus Erectus. Pretty cool design there. I definitely like that weapon that he's holding. Running through these quickly, we see the teal baseball Freddy Funko. So that's one that I knew was on the way, or pretty, you know, was sure that it was on the way because it was heavily rumored. And you see that one is limited to 1,000 pieces. Now this one that came out of nowhere, the flocked Bigfoot, is limited to 3,000 pieces. I gotta say, I really like the design of that. I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna say some more about that in a moment. And then they also have a spastic plastic character here, the Green Popo, which is limited to 1,000 pieces. And then I just decided to go ahead and share here also, they did put out the official image of Prince Robot IV, and this is him in mourning, the mourning version of him, which I think, you know, looks pretty cool. But I want to get back to the flock Bigfoot real quick. Now, you all let me know, especially those of you that are, you know, maybe not up in age, but older, you know, does that flock Bigfoot remind you of Harry from Harry and the Hendersons? Because that's what came to my mind as soon as I saw it. And just off of that fact alone, I would love to have that in my collection, but it does seem like it's going to be convention only, probably tough to get a hold of. But yeah, if you're familiar with that movie, let me know if that's what came to your mind when you saw it. And by the way, yes, that is John Lithgow that starred in that movie as well. So the Funko Shop exclusives do include an alternate uniform baseball Freddy Funko, which is limited to 3,000 pieces, and then a blue Popo, which is limited to 2,500 pieces. Now remember, these are, you know, officially going to the Funko Shop, but remember some other convention items may appear on the Funko Shop during those days. So I'm gonna say again, make sure you keep your eyes on the Funko Shop while that convention is going on. And then they have some variants here, and also another figure that I will point out in just a second. So there is a flocked blue and green Bigfoot. which is limited to 2,500 pieces. Remember, with this convention, green is a big color that they focus on. After all, it is the Emerald City Comic-Con, so I'm not surprised to see a variant there of Bigfoot. And there's again a Funko HQ exclusive here, so yeah, I like that one too, but again, I know it's going to be difficult to try to get a hold of. I'm nowhere near the Funko HQ. Also, they have a purple Popo, which is 1,000 pieces, a white uniform baseball Freddy Funko, 1,000 pieces, and then you see here an Opera Bugs Bunny Dorbs, and again, that one there is 1,000 pieces. So again, all of these will be Funko HQ exclusives, which I would assume also release when the convention begins. So moving on from Emerald City Comic Con, I did want to point out that Funko shared this. I know they shared it on Instagram, may have put it up on Twitter as well. There is a Rain City Freddy Funko on the way. One thing you will notice about the design, oh, and by the way, this is a Funko HQ exclusive, it seems. They said it will be at the Funko HQ, so I'm assuming it's exclusive to that location. But one thing you may notice about it is it really doesn't look like your standard pop figure. That's because it is based more so off the sort of their classic design for Freddy Funko, the older design that they had of him. I like the look of it. I think it's pretty cool, and it definitely reminded me of a movie when I saw it. As a matter of fact, I almost thought it was like a direct reference to that, but I don't think so. But regardless, this is a figure that is coming soon. So let's get into the rumor mill. Got some interesting things to share here with you all. Now, Marvel fans, definitely keep your eyes on Walgreens, because it seems like they have some interesting exclusives on the way. I really hope this all pans out, and I kind of had to decipher this list some of it I'm still not 100% sure about, but it seems like they could be getting a Man Spider figure, a 6-inch Spider Hulk, which I didn't even know Spider Hulk was a thing that existed. I've heard of Man Spider, but not Spider Hulk, so really hope that is true, especially as a 6-inch figure. That'd be crazy. Spider-Man Noir, this is one that I've really been wanting. I mean, and I hope that he's actually holding a gun. It's just so crazy to see this kind of dark, edgy version of Spider-Man holding a gun. So yeah, I really hope they do great with the design of that figure. Also, Spider-Ham, remember there's already a Spider-Ham Dorbs, but it seems like he's getting a pop as well. And then also there may be a Spider-Mobile on the way, you know, a pop ride. And I've seen different versions of the Spider-Mobile before, so I don't know if that's something that's actually ever used in the comics or cartoons or whatever, but I've seen toys of that throughout the years. And it also seems like they may be getting an Avengers Infinity War exclusive as well. No idea what that might be at this point, but yeah, I'm pretty hyped about these figures. I really hope this all pans out, and I hope that the designs are on point. Now, I want to go back over this list very quickly about where ECCC exclusives could end up, you know, as far as the shared exclusives. Remember, this is speculation at this point. Things could change around. As a matter of fact, this list has already changed from the last time that I shared it. So running through it again here quickly, Amazon seems like they could get Maui with Shark Head. Army Man from Toys R Us could be a boxed lunch. GameStop could possibly get Barb and Padme Amidala. Hot Topic could have the Ahsoka plush. That one I think is pretty solid. And they could also have Alien Rick and Alien Morty, which I think does make more sense them being there than at GameStop as they were previously rumored. That seems more on point to me. Target could be possibly getting Yondu. Toys R Us could possibly get Lawyer She-Hulk. Walgreens could be getting Deadpool, the Duck Dorbs, and I think I mistakenly said Howard the Duck last time. Forgive me for that. You know, this is a lot of information to cover at one time, so sometimes I do mix up my words there, so forgive me for that. And then also Barnes & Noble seems to be getting Prince Robot the 4th in mourning, and also Good Luck Bear, of course, from the Care Bears. So remember, right now, this is a tentative list. This could definitely change, and Funko will put out the official word on February 28th. And then, of course, I will share that information. I will discuss that within a video. So that is going to do it for this edition of Funko News. As always, I hope everybody got something out of it. And I'll remind you all again, if you haven't already entered my 12K giveaway, do make sure that you do so. I will link the video in the description again, the one relating to the giveaway. And I'll remind you all again, please make sure that you follow the rules so I don't have to block you from being able to enter or just not put you in the drawing for that. And do remember, there will be 2 winners, so yeah, please follow the rules so that you are actually entered. Make sure you actually watch the video and listen Otherwise, you're not going to do the right thing and I won't be able to enter you. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. As always, I hope you all enjoyed it. Also, let me know what you all are looking out for. You know, you see here on the screen things that I'm looking forward to and things that I'm looking for, because at least 3 of these are already available in stores. I just got to find them. But yeah, let me know what you're looking for and what you're looking forward to, and I will talk to you all again real soon.